Today on Fishing with Gussy, we have a friendly bass challenge with a few of our buddies. Guess who comes out on top?
Fishing with Gussy is proudly sponsored by and uses Shimano rods and reels. Visit Shimano.ca for all the specs.
Hey folks, we got a really cool show today. We're having a little bass tournament. It's a late fall afternoon and we don't have a pile of time, but we've got about 4 hours, and Chris Savage and I are going to take on Scotty Dingwall and Jay Samsal. We're all good fishing buddies, but we're competitive, and we're gonna get extra competitive here this afternoon. So 4 hours, biggest 3 bass is gonna win. All the usual tournament rules apply. We're all gonna fish the same part of the lake, be relatively close to each other, and you're gonna get a couple hours in the boat with Chris and I, a couple hours in the boat with Jay and Scott, and we'll see who's gonna be the champ at the end of the day.
Team Gussy versus Team Samsal.
Just gonna go over and clarify a few rules. Savvy thinks they might have leeches on board, so hopefully they don't. You know, it's just a friendly thing, but no, I'm just kidding.
Wants to see what we got tied on.
New boat check.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wants to see what we got tied on.
Yeah.
He's so scared to get beat on his own show.
It's gonna be funny when we hand it to him, though. Wow. He's been out pre-fishing most of the morning. We've all been at work, but
have they ever beat us in a big tournament before, Savvy?
I'm trying to remember. I don't recall.
I think KBI once.
I don't know about
KBI.
Maybe the kids tournament.
All right.
Don't look too close.
That's how it's gonna be today. We're gonna get her going. 3 biggest bass, largemouths or smallmouths, and we're gonna call it at 6 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock right now, so let's go get her done, boys.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Shelly.
There we go. Missed the, just gotta put a little muscle into that net. There we go. That's the first cast of the day right there. And a little largemouth. Not a giant, but we're gonna get 3 in the boat here. And Savvy and I are gonna play with largemouths. We're not even gonna fish for smallmouths unless we have to, hey?
Yeah.
Largemouths get bigger, and we're gonna try and get a couple big tunas. Yeah. Cutting this off, it looks like it's not surprising. Second spot, fish number 2. We're gonna get a quick limit in the boat here and go from there. We're just using a little Northland dipstick worm, and that's the deal. These largies like them. I got a big jigging pig tied on too, and that's gonna be just the Northland jungle jig, and that's gonna be my big fish bait here. So I'm gonna put some time in with that in a few minutes for sure.
I've been fishing bass probably since I was about 15 years old. Me and a buddy back in high school started getting into it, and we started fishing some tournaments, and we're both pretty competitive people, so started doing that outside of school sports, and haven't really looked back. I think, well, that's how I met Jeff, was fishing tournaments. It used to just kind of throw as much money as we could together and pick a couple tournaments and go and do them, and that's how I kind of met Jeff and a lot of buddies that I have today. So it's been a long go, and you know what, I still love it, and I don't fish as much as I can now. I have a family and just work and stuff, so I just pick a couple tournaments, and but I still love it.
Little guy. Not gonna cut it. He just puked up a giant perch back there too. Coming up, we hop into Jay and Scott's boat to see what they're up to. Tech tip this week, I'm talking about handle grip tape. If you watch the show, you see a lot of my fishing rods have this colorful tape on the handles, and it's a product that I really like and I use it a lot. So it's actually called Rod Wrap, and it comes in a variety of colors and different sizes to match your fishing rods. So you can actually color code your rods. You know, a lot of my largemouth flipping sticks, I'll put red tape on there. I know they're heavy action rods with heavy line on them. This particular one is a walleye rod. I got green on there so I can know my jigging rods for walleyes have the green tape. And it's thin stuff, it's tacky, so the handles and the rod's never gonna slip out of your hands. You're gonna have a good grip on it. It's really comfortable in cold weather, and I love using this stuff on my ice fishing rods. Cool product. Figure 8 Bait and Kenora has it. You gotta get it and try it out. I guarantee you, you're gonna love it. You know, in a tournament situation, you can see we're hopscotching and jumping around really fast, and I'm sure the other guys are too. We're just trying to cover as many spots and fish as fast as we can and look for biting fish. It's a little bit different approach to when you're just going out for fun and just, you know, fishing. We're really moving fast and just fishing the good stuff, not really searching so much today. We're just fishing places where we've caught them before and the spots that we have a lot of confidence in. So that's the deal. Maybe there'll be some friends.
Yeah. Yeah, he's going to be coming up there. We're just going to see if he has any buddies with him. Or if he's a loner. Could be one of those fish, just likes to hang out by himself.
Yeah. Okay, well.
That's not going to cut it, but you're probably going to see these type of fish in Scotty and Jay's boat quite often. We're not looking for these. Got to be a little bit bigger.
All right, speaking of Scotty and Jay, let's go have a look and see if they're catching any or not.
No. If it is, it's a great big one.
It's rolling.
Oh, pike.
We got a northern.
Whoa.
Not what we're after, but it's exciting for a minute.
I'm sure you guys probably seen lots of those when you watch Gussy fish on TV. He likes catching pike.
Pike expert.
Gussy the pike machine.
Gussy the pike brush piles. Yeah. Good one.
Walleye.
Atta kid.
They're not all bass.
All right, let's get out of here.
It's better than a snake.
Yeah.
Gonna eat that one?
I kind of think I should tonight.
Why wouldn't you? Kids gotta eat.
Wife's out of town.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you gotta eat something.
Oh, that was.
Wow.
I don't
Wow.
feel like cleaning them.
Oh, that was very sportsmanlike of you. We've been friends for a while. We're both really into fishing, and we can put up with one another for the most part. So that's a lot of it. I mean, like a tournament day is generally 8 hours. That's a lot of time to spend with someone in a boat. Never mind 3 days of it in a row. So you better pick someone you can get along with and work well with. We seem to be able to do that. We don't always catch them, but we're usually around the right ones, and we've had good luck the last few years to put some big fish in the boat. So it's been a pretty good partnership overall, I think, eh?
Yeah, for sure it has. The other thing about partnership is how you fish with one another, or how, you know, how your styles of fishing can compare to each other. No, hurry, hurry.
I'll get them.
You'll get them.
Pretty near.
We like to leave these things down there so it keeps those other fish active. You can't make too much noise though, because they'll hear you going 5 feet down. He's not going to go in the box. This one's going back.
There's one, another little tiny one.
Is he better than the other one now?
No.
It's tough fishing, but somebody's got to do it. See you in a couple.
Hi, I'm Ashley Haynes and I'm from Kenora, Ontario, and this is my fish still. This was one of the first times that I've ever been out largemouth bass fishing. Me and Jamie, my boyfriend, pulled up to a beaver house and he told me to flip my jig right here into a tiny little hole. So I flipped my jig and I felt it go ding, 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 and I felt a big whoop. So I set my hook and out of the hole came a largemouth bass weighing 5 pounds. Ever since then, I've been hooked on largemouth fishing.
We're having a tournament today on Fishing with Gussy, and Chris Savage and I are taking on Scotty Dingwall and Jay Samsal. It's a little afternoon of fun, and we all are competitive and love tournaments, so we're just having our own little 3-fish derby today. So we're about halfway through it. We just ran into the boys. They're right here, and they're probably beating us right now because we haven't had the best start. We've caught quite a few fish, but we haven't got any of the big monsters that we're looking for. So we're going to, you know, maybe try some smallmouths here for a bit, mix things up, and then we've got 2 hours left and try and catch a couple big fish. So let's go make it happen. You know, it was kind of like Christmas in October for me today. I got some samples of some new 2012 Shimano rods and reels and some new Power Pro line, and this is like my first couple casts with it right now. This new flipping stick. It's a new Crucial line of rods that's been around for a while, and a new Corrado reel. This reel is probably the most popular among serious bass anglers in Canada. They're like bulletproof. They're not super expensive, but they're great reels. They last a long time, cast good. And then this new line is so smooth, it's unbelievable. It's so easy to cast, so I'm happy. I'm having fun. I'm gonna catch a big fish on this rod now and break it in. Bite?
Yeah, I think so. Doesn't feel all that big, but
What's that?
it's a bass. Just a little guy.
A little smallie. Not quite gonna cut the mustard. Those young ones are just not, they're kind of inquisitive, I think. I've been getting lots of them diving around us lately.
Some footage of that, baby. I don't want to wreck anything here. It's pretty heavy.
Couldn't shake it, huh?
No. Not what we're looking for.
All right, let's go see what those other boys are up to.
We got 3 in the box right now, and they're not very big. They're all 2-pounders. We didn't tell them that, but we got a little bit of work to do. We can catch 1 good smallie. I got pretty good confidence my partner can put 2 big largemouths in the boat, so let's go get her done.
The boy's on one. Yeah, that ain't bad, eh?
No.
That'll call.
Not a very big one.
That's a color.
But he might be bigger than what we got in there.
Oh, heck yeah. Sling him in.
Choked it, little guy. I was a little bit slow on the hook set there, and he ate it. I think that's our small one. This little weasel here is bigger, and that one there is bigger. It's between these 2.
That one's definitely bigger.
Yeah, that one's going back. What a beautiful night. This is awesome. You can't ask for any better weather in October.
For catching fish, or?
Just for being out. It's not the best weather for catching fish in October, but I'm sure we're in store for a long winter. So we'll take all this sunshine and warm weather we can get right now. All right, so it's 2 minutes to 6. We got a real short boat ride back to the dock. We're gonna meet up with Gussy and Stabby, and we'll get the fish and see who comes out on top.
To find out who gets the bragging rights, stick around. That's coming up next. Northwestern Ontario is a hot spot for tournaments. When you consider the Shaw Kenora Bass International and the Fort Francis Canadian Bass Championships, you're talking about 2 of the premier events in all of North America. Throughout the rest of the season, there are great events in communities across the region on a variety of waters. No matter what your skill level is, there's a tournament for you. There are great prizes at all these events, but beyond that, the camaraderie and friendships that are made are the real rewards. If you prefer walleyes, there are top-notch walleye tournaments in the region as well, like the Shaw Dryden Walleye Masters. All right, well, folks, time's up. It's 6 o'clock, and we're kind of running out of daylight here now, so we're gonna have a weigh-in. You know, for this time of year, I know the fish in our boat aren't as big as they probably should be, but we got a few decent ones, and we're gonna weigh them up and see what the boys have here. So they're gonna weigh theirs first, and then we'll weigh ours after. We're using a new Rapala Pro scale, and we can actually weigh the fish and then save the weight of all 3 together on the scale. It's got a nice clip, so we don't have to put holes in them, and it works pretty good. So go ahead, Jay. Weigh him up, buddy.
There's the first one.
Weasel.
1.6.
2.1.
2.1.
That one's been missing a few smelt meals, eh?
Here's the last one. This one's more like it for this time of year. We had 2 little guys to go with them, and let's see what he weighs. Jay.
What are we betting?
Well, it's tough to make a bet after the competition's already over.
3-4.
Just under 7. Nice.
so what's the total?
8.04.
We did get some largemouths earlier, but the unfortunate thing was they're not real big.
Didn't know they made them that small.
No? I don't know if you're in much of a position to make fun of our fish. 2.55.
What? Wow. That'll be 2.8. No. This could be close.
Oh, 2.66. Look at how fat it is.
They're not weighing much though.
Yeah.
Oh, what you got last? What's the last one?
Hopefully it's gonna be a 3-pounder.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think so. This could be very close.
Yep, 3.17.
Oh.
Gives us a total of 8.35.
Oh!
Hey, Savvy, it's about time we won one by a couple hundredths, eh? Yeah. All right, so that's the first annual Fishing with Gussy challenge, and maybe we'll have to find some new challengers next year. I don't know.
Hey, you're not so hot yourself. Yeah. Not
Hey.
even 2 ounces.
You know what? We had a good time. We caught several fish, but just didn't get the big giants that you can get this time of year. But yeah, caught fish a variety of different ways and had some fun. So great way to spend an afternoon. And I'm just kidding, boys. Thanks for coming out and being part of it.
Thanks, man. That was fun.
All right, well, we'll get these boats.
Fishing with Gussy proudly uses Power Pro Super Slick line. Power Pro, all of the power with none of the noise.